So in this session we're going to have a look at why we do the particular moves that we do during havening sessions. And it's all to do with the fact that touch generates electrochemical signals, and some aspects of touch generate particular kinds of electrochemical signals that are really helpful in removing trauma. And Harper et al. Had a look at various forms of tactile stimulation and looking at how effective they were at generating delta waves. That is a particular kind of low frequency brainwave. And so the figures we're going to look at on this slide are the results that Harper et al. Found that showed from EEG studies delta wave power generated as a multiple of the baseline resting state. So if we're just sat at rest, there's very little delta wave activity in adult human beings, negligible. And so these figures are going to be multiples of that baseline resting state. Now there were some clear winners. Let's just have a look at this list. So stimulating the cheek area generated 90 times delta wave power compared to just sat at rest. The shoulders between 5 times and 38 times delta wave power as a multiple of that baseline. Palm of the hands, 5 times the amount of delta wave power compared to sat at rest. Back of the hands, it was pretty negligible, 1.1 times. The knees, really not much of a result, just 1 times. Vibrating pads on the palms of the hands, that was between 3 and 4 times delta wave power generated. Those of you who know about EMDR will be perhaps interested in eye movements, and here it was shown that lateral eye movement generated between 12 and 20 times delta wave power generated as a multiple of that baseline resting state. Some of you are very much involved in perhaps the tapping therapies, TFT, EFT and so on. The gamut point on the back of the hand, again negligible result there in terms of delta wave power production. Interestingly, there was no real difference between meridian and non-meridian points. So for example, on the face area, just under the eye is a meridian point. If you went a centimetre down from there, there would be no more generation or less generation of delta waves between those points. So we're not really targeting meridian points with havening. So this is all very much about delta wave production. So the clear winners from this list you can see are stroking the cheeks. That's why we do a lot of work on the face during havening. The shoulders, and we target the shoulders and the top of the arms in particular. Stroking the palms of the hands. And lateral eye movement. They're really the winners that we use as a result of this EEG work by Harper et al. So hopefully that's been useful just to see why we do the moves that we do.